This little thing I'm holding, this is success. This is an accomplishment. Coveted by thousands, possessed by only a few. 2 small words, 4 little letters. It says it all. City Champs, LBBA, Longview Boys Baseball Association. If you hold one of these, you have made it in life. This goes with you everywhere. It sits on your desk at school, goes to church, it's in your backpack. It goes to sleep with you at night. I'm honored to give this to Governor Abbott. This is mine. I know it seems like an incredible sacrifice, and it is. But I know he will proudly display this in the governor's mansion next to all his other prized possessions. And I'll come see it up there. And one day, this might reside in the Oval Office, and I will definitely come see it there. So, as I say goodbye to this little fella, it's sad, but I have 3 more. It's okay. All seriousness, isn't this amazing that we could be here today with the most powerful man in our state government? We can laugh with him, we can joke with him, but it's all out of true love, admiration, respect from my heart. There could not be a more dedicated, compassionate, caring, humble, driven servant fighting every single day for you and me. And for that, I say thank you. So please welcome the governor of the great state of Texas, Greg Abbott. Don't forget, that's yours.
Howdy, Longview. So I want to thank your great mayor, Andy Mack, for this award, this trophy. It is going to be going up in the governor's office at the state capitol. If ever you visit there, you'll get to see it. Interestingly, it's going to be alongside something else that I received from Longview, Texas. You may remember a couple of years ago, the Longview Lobos won the state championship. And when they did, we hosted them at the state capitol, and I received a Longview Lobo football helmet that is on top of one of our areas in the governor's office at the state capitol. This is going right next to the Longview Lobo state championship helmet. So obviously we're here today to talk about Memorial Day, and I want to visit with you about that. But first, I want to mention a couple of other things. One is, as Andy talked about, I grew up here as a kid. And we all know that when you're growing up, the memories that you have as a kid never fade. They're the most cherished things that a child does have. And 2 of the most prominent memories that I have growing up as a kid was, for one, playing baseball. Now, I spent time with Andy. I spent time with his brother Chris. And also I spent time playing baseball against a guy named Jimmy Wright. I don't know if Jimmy is here today or not, but growing up as a kid, playing Little League baseball here, and being immersed in it, and winning games, losing games, getting a snow cone after you win or lose. The best times in the entire world. Memories that I carry with me to the Capitol every single day. The other thing is growing up in that cabin, Troop 201, that I was so proud to be a part of. But I want to take a moment and commend the entire community of Longview for preserving and perpetuating this area. It was this area where we would walk down for the cabin and wander into the lake, and it was not nearly as good looking as it is now. And that's the point. It was pretty different back in the late 1960s, early 1970s when I was here. To be able to come here today and see the backdrop that I get to see, I think there is no more beautiful place in the entire state of Texas to be today and to celebrate Memorial Day than in this setting of what you all have been able to create here. One other quick thing before I make some brief comments. One thing a governor is supposed to do is to read the room. And in reading the room, there are a lot of people fanning themselves who are pretty hot. And so I'm going to cut my remarks to no more than 2 hours. But it will not be long. But before I do, moments ago I talked about growing up here as a kid. And kids are on my mind today because of what happened in Uvalde, Texas. There was a young girl who was an all-star baseball player herself who lost her life in that shooting. There are kids who work during the course of the school year waiting to get out of the school year so that they can have fun in the summertime. Kids who are not having fun. Parents who've lost the joy of their life. So as we gather today on this Memorial Day, I have a special request for you as well as everybody across the state of Texas. I ask that you keep in your prayers the people of Uvalde, Texas. What happened in Uvalde was a horrific act of evil. And as Texans, we must come together and lift up Uvalde and support them in every way that we possibly can. It is going to take time to heal the devastation that the families there have gone through and are going through. But be assured, we will not relent until Uvalde recovers. We are Texas, and Texans will unite. Well, I'm honored to join you on this Memorial Day at this wonderful setting to show our enduring respect for all who died in service to our great nation. You know, we all understand that America is a symbol. It is a symbol across the entire globe of freedom, of opportunity, and hope. From our nation's very beginning, the United States military has safeguarded those sacred values. And today we honor the heroes who gave their all to fight for those values. Those who went into harm's way to protect the American way. You know, when you think about it, there is an arc in the story of America. And that arc bends toward freedom. From Valley Forge to Vicksburg. From the Civil War to civil rights. From the Cold War to the War on Terror, Americans have always remembered that freedom is worth fighting for. And America remains the greatest force for freedom the world has ever known. And that freedom has been preserved, protected, and defended by the mightiest military in the history of the entire world. In times of war as well as in times of peace, there have been heroes who have stepped up. It's important to remember that those heroes are mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters. They stand in the face of danger and they protect us from all that threatens, sacrificing so much and asking so little in return other than respect for the freedom for which they fought. And that respect, it runs deep for those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for the United States of America. They may not be with us today, but their legacy will remain with us every single day, forever, in the history of the United States of America. And let me emphasize this. To all who have served and to those who still serve today, we must offer more than just the gratitude of a very grateful nation. We must honor our commitments to those who answer the call of duty. As much as we remember those who never returned, our country must rededicate our commitment to care for those who do return from the battlefields. And we must also honor our commitments to the families of those who served along the side of those who did not return. They were waiting, hoping, praying each day and every night for their loved one to return home. Too many never return home. And let me add this. While we memorialize the brave men and women who sacrificed their lives for our freedom, we also take a moment today to thank our first responders who risked their own lives, ensuring safety and security for us here in the homeland. They too put their lives on the line for our communities and our country and deserve our gratitude. Several years ago, when I first visited the National Cemetery over in Dallas, Texas, I spoke with the caretaker, and he told me that for each soldier buried there, he wished that he could shake their hand and thank them for what they did. But he said you can't, because it's too late. But what we can do is live our lives that deserve their deeds. So as we gather today, we thank God for all who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. For through the fire of their sacrifice, our freedom has been preserved. And we ask for God's blessings and comfort for the families of the fallen. And we rededicate ourselves to the cause for which they fought and they died. May we never forget the price they paid so that we can be free. May God bless all who have served, and may He forever bless the United States of America. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. It's such a proud moment for all of us here in Longview to have our governor spend this important time with us. Great governor. Thank you. Now I'd like to call County Judge Bill Stout.
Thank you, Jay. First of all, let me thank Governor Abbott for being here. Thank you so very much. It's very special for the city of Longview and Gregg County for you to be here. We appreciate you very much. Senator Hughes, thank you very much for being here as well. Do a great job for us down in Austin. We appreciate you. Representative Dean, we see you all the time. And Mayor Mack, as well, of course, I work very closely with Mayor Mack on many different fronts, and it's my privilege today to be with these gentlemen. At this time, Governor Abbott and I will now be presenting plaques to those we are honoring in our community and thanking them today for their service to the community and the state and our nation. And please hold your applause until all the plaques have been given out. And we will start with, Jay, are you ready? Just pick one up. There you go. First, representing the United States Navy Petty Officer Austin Arnold. Petty Officer, there he is. At this time, representing the United States Marine Corps, Sergeant Michael Powell. Representing all military veterans, these three people were the driving force behind the creation of the Veterans Plaza in Teague Park and all the monuments you see here today. And if you have not seen these monuments, please take some time while you're out here to go see them. It's quite a sight, including the Vietnam War Memorial Wall. Retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Richard Jaworski, retired Air Force Master Sergeant Gail Jaworski, and combat veteran Marine Corps Sergeant Billy G. Clay. At this time, our own Longview Chief of Police, Anthony Boone. Chief? Longview Fire Chief J.P. Stillman and Longview EMS Chief Amy Hooten. At this time, I want to welcome my very good friend, Gray County Sheriff Maxie Serliano. Sheriff. Now representing Longview Regional Medical Center, Nurse Supervisor Hillary Cole. Christus Good Shepherd Health System CEO Todd Hancock. Please join me in applauding all these organizations and the men and women who have served us and continue to serve us 24/7, 365. Finally, the organizers of today's event staged 2 contests for high school students in Gregg County. One was a Patriotic Art Contest, and the other was an essay contest whose topic was, what long-term impact did World War II have on American society? I am proud to announce and introduce the winners. Again, please hold your applause until all have received their awards on stage. All the winners of the art contest are students at Spring Hill High School. Third place winner is Casey Cahill, prize $250. Casey? Second place winner is Camden Glover. The prize is $500. And the first place winner is Lily Cooper. She's in Austin competing in the state UIL contest. Accepting the prize for Lily is extremely proud mother, Megan. Sorry. Prize is $1,000. Now for the Patriotic Essay winner. The winner is a student at Trinity Day School, Carolyn Morgan, and this envelope contains a check for $1,000. Please give all of our winners a round of applause.